Okay, so this is a really hard video for someone like me to make. My name is Brandon. I am a very big, positive, biased Phoenix Suns fan. The Phoenix Suns have recently been struggling, especially in the fourth quarter, and I am bringing to you this video to address these issues that the Phoenix Suns are having. These are just things that I'm seeing. And remember, this video is just strictly my opinion. These are just the stats and facts and everything that I've seen since essentially the season started. And another thing too, this video is basically me just ranting, complaining, or bitching, or whatever you want to put it, but I'm just addressing to you guys what I've seen, and this is just my opinion. With that being said, let's talk some Phoenix Suns basketball. So after a very positive and very optimistic offseason, the Phoenix Suns have lost 8 out of their last 9 games, giving up 113 points per game, blowing fourth quarter leads. A couple of examples would be this. The Phoenix Suns gave up a 10-point lead in the last 11 minutes. The Phoenix Suns have lost by 16 points, by 5 points. The Suns on their longest road trip of the season are currently 1-4 and have lost by a total of 13 points throughout this road trip. They had 14 previously unanswered against the Grizzlies, and they surrendered an 18-0 run in 5 minutes in one game on this road trip. Ouch. Now, unfortunately, in sports, the head coach takes all the heat, and a lot of people right now are really upset with Jeff Hornacek because Jeff Hornacek, with the rotations this year, have been very questionable. And by that, I mean he replaces the bench, which helped the Suns take the lead, and when the starters are back in, the Suns lose their lead. So initially, what I'm saying is keep the bench in if the bench is on fire. It seems like the Phoenix Suns are a really good first half team, and in the second half it just seems like they absolutely collapse. You could argue that the Phoenix Suns are the third worst defensive team in the league behind the Sixers and the New Orleans Pelicans. Phoenix Suns are averaging 105 points allowed in a game, which is 27th in the league, and it seems like some of the rotations aren't working as far as the starters. The starters on the Phoenix Suns have played on or around 174 minutes together, and honestly guys, it just doesn't seem like it's working. The Phoenix Suns bench moves the ball very well. When the ball is being moved for the Phoenix Suns, the Suns play very well. Mirza Teletovic called it out perfectly, and Jeff Hornacek essentially called out his starters, saying, and I quote, "We did a couple of times," Hornacek said, "then we couldn't make a layup. I don't know, it's probably my fault. I should have just kept the bench in." That's an actual quote from Jeff Hornacek. And you could say that a lot of these problems are because Tyson Chandler has missed 5 games in a row with an injury, and with that I say, And is that really the case? Because Tyson Chandler, within 2 games, played 38 minutes, had 9 rebounds, got into foul trouble. Against the Chicago Bulls, only 6 rebounds and 9 points. Too much, but this is a struggling Tyson Chandler before he went down with that injury. And you guys all knew it was coming. Let's talk about Markieff Morris, although I really don't want to talk about Markieff Morris. Let's talk about Markieff Morris. For those of you who didn't know, we traded away Markieff Morris's twin brother, and he was really upset during the offseason. He took a few shots at the Phoenix Suns front office, and then on media day, he was like, yeah, it's all good. I love Phoenix. I'm going to win the fans back. But his play has not been showing that. Markieff Morris just isn't playing good. His numbers are down from last season. Currently, he's only averaging 12 points a game. His shooting percentage is down. He's shooting like 39% from the field, and the effort is just not there. And don't remind me about those 2 horrible plays that he had at the end of the Wizards game. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go check that out. It's probably on the internet. It was really bad on Markieff Morris's part. Another thing that I was kind of confused on was Cory Jefferson being picked over Henry Sims. Sims from Philadelphia, who's a big center. I was a little confused on that. The Phoenix Suns recently signed Bryce Cotton as backcourt insurance, when honestly, in my opinion, I think we need a third center. We need a third big man. The turnovers per game for the Phoenix Suns have just been horrible. It also seems like our post defense is really bad, and I don't even know if the Phoenix Suns have a post player on offense either. And think what you want of PJ Tucker, but PJ Tucker said it perfectly, and I quote, "We got to finish games out at the end of the day," Tucker said. "That's 3 in a row that we should have won." And can we please not talk about the opposing team's points in the paint against the Phoenix Suns? Now, in all fairness, and me still being a big, positive, biased Phoenix Suns fan, there are some bright notes to this. John Lure, who before became a Phoenix Sun was a Phoenix Suns killer, has been playing crazy good for the Phoenix Suns and looks really promising. Mirza Teletovic has been shooting lights out, and he's the kind of guy that can be a lights out shooter off the bench. Brandon Knight and Eric Bledsoe are putting up like 20 and 5. They're just doing what they do. They're trying to help this team as best as they can. And Devin Booker is just doing great things as a rookie. If he keeps this up, he'll make an all-rookie team. And TJ Warren is lights out off the bench. This guy could be a sixth man of the year and or most improved. TJ Warren and Devin Booker are so exciting to watch. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please, guys, leave me your thoughts, comments, and opinions down below. Was there anything I missed? What do you guys think? Please leave me a comment down below and let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Brandon, and as always, go Suns.